It's the Wickersham Leader Show with today's episode, Eudemantis. Wicker still got it. I got clever jokes. Well, in any case, let me stretch a little bit and say I bid you all hello. Welcome back once again to the Wickersham Leader Show. I am your host and your leader, Wickersham Leader. Hopefully, you'll listen to me. I mean, it would be great if you would listen to me. Well, in any case, today we are continuing our drawings, and you all voted for Zorak from Space Ghost Coast to Coast, or, if you're more of an old school fan, the original Space Ghost, in this weird little mantis man who has very little frames of animation, at least in Coast to Coast. He's got a bit more in the original show. Can't say that for much, but it's all reused animation anyways. I haven't seen much of Space Ghost. It tended to go off the rails and be pretty weird. But you know what? I liked it. I liked shows like it, rather. You know, I loved, what is it? C-Lab. I like C-Lab 2021. I think that one's very funny. And shows like 12 Ounce Mouse, which use similar principles, but are, in fact, not really the same show. Same kind of show, I should say. As for Zorak himself, I just love hearing him talk. He's got this voice that's down here, and he'll say something like, I mean, the title is a reference to one of his lines, right? Not the one then there, but the one on that you're seeing right now, the one that's like, every time I move my arm, I cost the Cartoon Network $24. I love that bit. Oh, it's a great bit. And then he goes, 24, 48, 126. And it's so random, it comes out of nowhere, and it leaves just as quickly as it arrived. I love it. I love it. Well, here, don't let me wax more poetic about the guy. Let's just get right into it and get doodling. There's a lovely picture of his visage, and, you honestly think I'm going to do anything that's not basically just the same pose that he's always in? Because, I mean, he's in that pose, like, 95% of the time. He barely ever leaves that pose. As for how to do that position, though, we'll see. I'm thinking we'll start with, like, the general eye shape. Because he's got like a rounded binocular vision, and then about here, yeah, that's where his mouth comes out. About here. And then his other eye would sit right around there and curve around the outside. Eye bulges up and goes all the way around the side. A similar thing to here. And then he's got 3 bumps. Okay, so he's got this one, the second one, the third one, and then it curves up and around. Now, of course, the comparisons are going to be obvious and immediate because, well, this is the pose he's always in. So I need to make sure that I get him looking nice. And he's got a little line down the center, and he's got big antennae. Okay, so we're getting close, but I think bit of an issue here. Let me just shrink this down a little. Yeah, a little more like that. And then less of an abrupt curve and more of a gradual one. So we're looking at something kind of like this. And then it just curves. Yes. There we go. And of course, he looks pretty much directly at the viewer. He doesn't have that little bend in it. He's got a straight line. It's kind of impressive, in a way, how they managed to make this expression that looks so full of anger, but at the same time, completely, so full of anger, but at the same time, completely neutral. Like, he looks ticked off here, but he also just looks a little done with everything. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Let me just file off the edges on the sides here. Try to make it look real nice. I think want a little more of a curve. Maybe a little less of a curve. That's it. That's a better one. We'll go with that one. And this does not bend to the side. In fact, this whole part up here is one single piece, completely closed off from the rest of the design, where it bends down and curves upwards. Maybe a little... I think that's it. There it is. I think that's gonna be our Zorak. Well, his head anyway. Now, as for the rest of him, luckily for me, I think we're gonna just... Yeah, the neck comes out the sides. And the head... Yeah, nothing here from the eyeball. The head kind of just... ends like this. Yeah. And then his neck comes out from the back right about here. So it goes meh, meh. So thinking like this, perhaps? Yeah. Maybe a little thinner. A big old wide back area for the neck. And there we go. 1, 2, should be, excuse me, should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's just 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can make him look happy. I mean, he's been happy in the show before, but I don't know if it's possible to make him, like, look happy, you know? And as I look the way he's got his arms, he's got, like, one rested over top the other all the time. What kind of pose is that? That's a very strange pose. Maybe if my hand was longer, it would feel better, but I'm trying it right now, and my hands don't... This feels a little weird. And then his body... kind of like this. Yeah. He's got this big back area here with like a... Alright, let me take a better look. So it kind of bends like this. Oh, I hear Celeste's music. That must mean she's in here. There you are. So, have you decided to watch all of 12 Ounce Mouse yet? Yes, but I unfortunately did not have time last night. Well, we ended at 11 o'clock, so I don't blame you. Let's see. Oh, does it kind of like... Oh, that's not the... That's not the... Hold on. It's this. Oh! I'm up till 3 a.m. most days, actually, but I have stuff to work on. Ah! Like that video. Yes, I can be quite the slave driver sometimes. Chop, chop, sweatshop, cat. Perfect. Wow. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Unfortunately, you're letting people know, so I can't have that happen. There were actually a lot of shows that I considered including on that list last night, but I ended up not because they were a little too much. Like, I almost put on the Drinky Crow show, and if anybody's ever seen the Drinky Crow show, then they would know that it's not really for the faint of heart. Smiling Friends is funny, but even the most mellow episode gets crazy. Yes, but it's a different kind of crazy. Like, the episode of the... Like, I saw a few episodes of the Drinky show to try to figure out if there was one that I could show. And the one I was considering on the... and I was considering one that was a little bit on the tamer side, but even though... even though one is... Like, even though it's the most tame one of the whole show, it still contains a sequence where he cuts off his own eyeballs. And it's, he bleeds everywhere. Takes a lot to make you disturbed, personally. Oh, taking a quick look at Twitter just now. The new Sandy Cheeks movie just got released online. Whoa, Made in Abyss actually made you puke? Wow. Funny thing is, it wasn't the gore. I assume you're familiar with that scene in Vragan the Chair? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's an interesting chair. I didn't say anything about the chair. What I said was when Prushka was talking about Bondrud's, you know. And it's like, that's a bit of a weird sentence to say, Prushka. Could you, like, could you not? And given the author's history and how the rest of the characters act, Kaprushka-san? Oh. Wow, that's your nickname for her? Kaprushka-san? That's so... that doesn't fit at all. Something about it from watching that, of seeing it. Let me look up Kaprushka-san. Have you been practicing your animation? I did a couple of ball tests, but I haven't really gotten around to doing much. I can't find anything about Kaprushka-san online. I'm thinking... Sorry, I got distracted with the tuck. It was on Twitter, and good luck finding Twitter memes on Google. Oh, I could look up Twitter memes on Google. Like, well, I can't think of any Twitter memes right now. Oh, I could find that Reddit Gold GIF that everyone keeps using. I think this is the cutoff point. I don't think I need to do any more beyond this. Alright, yeah, I think this is our cutoff point. Saw X did make me cringe a little bit. But that's because they stopped... Oh, they started getting really good blood effects. I see. Used to look like slightly red Pepto-Bismol. Is that how you spell Bismol? I could have sworn it was B-I-S-M-O-L. What has made me... When I was a kid, you know what I was afraid of? Skeletons. When I was a kid, I was afraid of skeletons. So anytime there was a skeleton, I freaked out. One time, we were like... I don't know, we were just hanging around the house and channel flipping, and I came across this Halloween Bratz special with... where these skeletons showed up, and I freaked out. I was afraid of Bigfoot because one of your friend's parents just let us watch horror movies and monitored when we were 7. We were never really big horror movie fans in general. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Twitter right now, I'm seeing two big conversations. Well, not two big conversations, but two conversations are happening right now. One about Palworld, and the other one about this guy who tried to review Sonic games in a fit of blind gamer rage. And everybody's been posting this one clip of him failing to grind on Final Rush. Don't you mean X? No, I don't mean X. We dead name Twitter in this house. How it surprised me, like I like the designs and all, but how has TPC not put them on blast yet? Because they're just different enough. Honestly. Plus, the company's Chinese, so, you know, good luck. Looking at some of the names of the pals, too, some of the names of these pals are just not very creative, either. I mean, look, I'm not gonna give Pokemon extra points for having Seal and Dugong, but some of these names just don't roll off the tongue very well. Like here, let's see. Hey, Danny. Let's see, what are some here? Well, Jotehog, actually, that one's not bad. Hoocrates. Okay, I like Hoocrates. It's like a wizard owl. You know what the Lucario one is called? It's just called Anubis. There's this one that's a cat that's just named Mao, much in a similar vein to how Mew is a cat just named Mew. Speaking of power, I saw a very horrible Dex entry. Okay, alright, fine, hold on. Let me get it. I know which one you're talking about, and I have to go get it. It's called Lovander, and it is a tall, reptilian, pink creature. That has an indescribable desire to mate and moved on from its own species to humans, which is just all kinds of strange. Because, like, why would you, I don't know, why would a creature do that? There's one, Relaxaurus. What were they thinking? Probably just trying to make a Salazzle. Reptyro. King Paka. Warsect. That one's alright. It's just, I don't know, these names. Some of these names are just kind of so meh. They have some that are cool, like Jetragon. I kind of like Jetragon, but I feel like there needs to be a little bit more. These all sound like first pass names, right? Like this is the first name that they came up with and they just kind of ran with it. That sort of thing. You know, like some of these are fine, but I feel like they should have been given, I don't know, one more shot with these. Get it a little bit more time in the shed. Whatever, let the speed mend it. What else about? Well, also it's mostly most of the conversation around Palworld has been about the company's track record with copying other games and their styles, and in pretty much all these cases, they're managing to be different enough to not be plagiarism, but they are incredibly similar to the point where it feels like a lack of artistic integrity. I see my new Wizarding book with my protagonist Barry Lauder and his Riven Bacon Al. Okay, hold on. You can't just drop a name like Bacon Alloy. You gotta use Bacon Alloy for fanfic now. You know that, right? Like, you have to come up with a new Pokemon character named Bacon Alloy. Bacon Alloy was too fire, I admit. You cooked with bacon. I think for me, the sad thing about it is that people are willing. Is that the kind of the vibe I get is that even if it was totally proven that these people are engaging in plagiarism, that they're just that everyone's just kind of okay with plagiarism because Pokemon made some games that are bad. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the biggest. It's not like I'm gonna pretend that I'm the biggest fan of the direction the games are taking, and that I enjoy the practices that they're engaging in. But that doesn't mean it doesn't mean, to me anyway, I don't think it means that I can just start going around saying, actually, theft is cool. Pretty sure it's called the Palace that was found. The Palace? What are you referring to? It was probably an older conversation that I just missed. The song Guru wanted to type in. Oh, okay. The Palace that was found. Is that it? I mean, you put it in. Sorry, I'm trying to cheat the system. It's okay. You can cheat the system here. I mean, look, I guess I should be... You know, I would straight up prefer that they just kind of went, I know I'm doing something bad, but I don't care, as opposed to kind of pretending that it's good. I blame IP owners if a game comes out the other end poorly made, because in my experience, that's who's to blame for it. Who do we blame for Y2K? You know, listening to this song makes me wish that Pokemon would lean a little harder into thematically tying the region together. Want to stream Y2K, but I don't really want to play it because I hate that experience system. Wait, what's the experience system like? You don't earn EXP in battles. You have to go to another location and assign stats one at a time. Huh? Why is that? I mean, assigning stats one at a time sounds fine, but why do you gotta go to a specific location to do it? Why can't you just do it from, like, a menu? I don't know, it's dumb. Is the game fixed now? Is it better? Because I remember hearing about a patch that got released that kind of changed a lot of the game's systems or something. Last I saw, the sewer scene was changed to add visual flair, and the golden alpaca is literally just Sephiroth. What's the golden alpaca? Instead of a goofy boss that shouts lemonade every time it attacks. Oh. Why did they change that? You know, you know what would be hilarious? Come 15 years from now, Yandere Sim releases. That would be hilarious. If the game actually comes out. That's funnier than anything I could come up with. That ain't releasing ever. Oh, but don't I wish it were. I think it would be great if it did. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the utter chaos that would befall the internet if it actually came out? I think most would forget about it. Would anyone even remember it when it finally comes out? Now that's the question. The sewer scene itself, where Rory and Villa are talking about it, was criticized for being static and boring with just a visual of your party standing around. There's no, like... Oh, is it like Final Fantasy VI, where it's just the sprites of your party standing there? Okay, I have an idea. Yandere Simulator, but you play as Monica. Kind of this cool scene. The thing is, even though they're fixing things, Dez already made a bad name for himself by implying people didn't like his game because they were spoiled toddlers. Well, it's definitely the vibe it gave. I don't imagine anything they do fix is going to make people like it after that. Oh, well, you've got a point. There is... Like, there's just only so much you can do. Even Toby Fox threw him under the bus. Really? I thought Toby Fox was basically a recluse. Well, except for whenever a new game comes out or he has to speak up against the community every once in a while. People were getting a little too overzealous for the potentiality of a new Deltarune newsletter or something. Oh, he deleted any tweet he made that associated him with the game. Ah. Excuse me. I got rocked in the place. Put the one song he made for Y2K in here. Wait, is it in the game or did he ask them to remove it? Is this the song? No. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's Penny's theme. Oh, hey, how about this? Something positive. You hear that Hayden Christensen might be voicing Shadow? Love the Star Wars cross Sonic memes. I mean, yeah, I could totally see him. I could totally see this, I could totally see him in the role. I think that fits. Okay. Celeste. If Big was in any of these movies, who would you want to play him? That's a tough question. I don't know who would do an actor of John St. John. I don't think we want an imitation. I think we want somebody who gets the spirit of the character, right? Like, if you asked me, he's not alive, but I think John Candy would have played a perfect Big. For me, no one tops John's performance in Sonic Heroes. I do like Sonic Heroes. But at least he also got to play Omega. Talking about Rouge? Wendy Malick? What did Wendy Malick do? Would I know her? Ida. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, I could buy that. Oh, she was Chicha. Okay. If you just look up Ida from the Owl House, Danny, you'll hear a clip, and you can imagine that voice coming out of Rouge. She was the principal in the Alvin and the Chipmunks Squeakquel. Oh, I never saw any of the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies after the first one. Kind of goes all over the place. But it's supposed to sound... It sounds like Pokemon. Does that make any sense? Oh, this isn't that one. Okay. Wow, I'm just realizing how simple these shapes are. Like, I'm after this, I'm done with the whole body. The only real tough part was the face. Although, given the era of cartoons he comes from, I can't say I'm too surprised. Those guys had the budget of a ham sandwich to make an entire season of a cartoon, and by golly, they really pushed for it. Who should be Amy? Margot Robbie? Um... Whoops. Who should play her? They don't have to be known actors. Look at Tails. That's true. Well, I was gonna... What if it's... What if it's Cree Summer? Imagine number 5's voice coming out of Amy. You're insane? I don't know. I kind of like it. Let me see. What's her name? Hold on. No, that's not her name. Gosh. I was gonna say the person who played London Tipton. I can't remember her name. She's a pretty good voice actress. Brenda Song, thank you. Oh. Oh, you hear it. Yeah, this is Toby's song. You hear it. This one's real obvious. None of the music in Yeek sounds like this. Well, that's to be expected. However, the music in Pokemon sounds like the other Pokemon music. Let me think. Who else would I get to voice Amy? Jojo Siwa. No, no, not her. No. Dude, what if it was just one of the two girls from YOLO Crystal Fantasy? Just get one of them to do it. Just. Jojo Siwa as cheese. Would they even bother with cheese? They're skipping over Sonic Adventure entirely. That's like the entire reason the Chao are important. What? Why does that make you so mad? It allows you to skip to the good stuff, your boyfriend. Perfect chaos is the good stud, huh? No, I get it. There are some people out there who just really enjoy monsters. Excuse me. I didn't say anything about that. You kinda are. I had to think about it and I'm like, no, you kinda are. Malasada. I was in high school. I'm never living it down. Well, not with me, you're not. Rob Schneider as Chaos Zero. Why Rob Schneider? Did he wake up as Chaos Zero? Is that the plot? Rob Schneider is Chaos Zero. Why not Rob Schneider? I mean, I asked you first. Jerry Seinfeld as Tikal. Now you're messing with me. You know what? Cree Summer can be Tikal. That's a better casting. No, it's a genuine pitch. Uh-huh. This slaps. What? Are you surprised? Isn't this yours? Oh no, it's Danny's. Okay. Well, it's Xenoblade. Okay, Xenoblade slaps. I love you will hear our names. You know what I love about... You know what I love about the Xenoblade battle music? All of it sounds like the opening for an anime, and I think that's beautiful. It all sounds like the opening for an for a cool action show. Okay, so let's get that head in and start getting these lines going. I don't think I've seen the show this guy is from, but I did see a clip of someone telling him to stop blinking so loud. He does blink very loud. It's an iconic sound effect. My favorite clip of this guy is always gonna be this one.
What?
Hold on. I found it. So Brack is so this is from the Brack Show, which was a spin-off of Space Ghost. And I love this part right here.
All right, what do you want to do?
Do you want to make love, darling?
What did you say to me?
He just goes from 0 to 100. Like, yeah, I get it. I understand. I've seen so many edits of that with Kane and the moon. where Kane is talking to Palm, he's like, "What do you want to do?" And then the moon says that. I love it. And then Brack is like, "What? I'm just practicing for my big day." Don't you ever practice lines for things that you want to say in the future? And he's like,
Oh, you mean like put all the money in the bag? Oh, you mean like put all the money in the bag?
and they're like, no. Yeah, we'll do that one. And clean up this side. Ooh, looks like I missed some spots. Yeah, these. Try fixing this a little more. Yeah, that'll work. Kind of. Kind of. Maybe not. But I need something. Oh, okay, I do like this song. Yesterday I was in VR chat. I was hanging out at a hangout spot, right? And I was just talking to people there. And and I go out to one of the guys and I say to him, "So, you got a waifu?" And he stares at me and he just looks at me and he says, You threw me off so hard with that one." And then then we had a conversation about it. And after he told me his, he's like, "All right, what's yours?" And I said, "Betty Boop." And then everybody's like, "You would say Betty Boop. That you would be that guy, wouldn't you?" Although I guess in my case, it's more like a celebrity crush than a waifu. Let me tell you, it's a way to make an impression, have a piece of conversation, and make sure that people remember you in that game. That's how you make friends. It's worked for me so far. And then I asked somebody else, and like, give me a second to think about it. And I mean, like, he had to go away to do something, and he came back, and I was like, so what's your answer? And he's like, "Oh shit, I forgot, hold on, I need to think some more." And then the first guy gets it back to me, and he's like, and he says, "Do you know Monster Musume?" Chase 3 Dekus around in a toga skin. You would. You would, wouldn't you? Laugh so hard I was in tears, barely holding my impression together. That's good. Glad you had fun with that, with terrorizing some kids. You like Cartoon Network? Well, that's good, Tyson. This guy's from Cartoon Network. Although I am thinking I might have picked the wrong color here. Let's see now. What if I went the opposite direction and picked a darker green? That does look better. Fly in the freedom. Alright, looking closely at this, I think I need to carefully get in it. Add a little indent. You've seen Madoka Rebellion. I haven't seen anything Madoka. I also didn't know you had a toga impression. And here I am thinking that togas are just for wearing. Yeah, I didn't know about it. I didn't know you speak Japanese. Did have a solid toga impression in high school. Wonder if it's still solid now. I haven't done it in a while. I've been working on my Jax impression. Got a great cream for the Sonic X version. I think I can watch Sonic X just fine without needing any creams. I mean, I've heard of butt hurt, but it doesn't get that bad. Sonic X is kind of bad. Celeste, you didn't just hear that. You gotta go off on them. I don't know why the people be hating on the character Chris. Tyson the Wolf, more like Tyson the Cringe. I was expecting you to write something. I did write something. Now pay me. Pay you? What are you talking about, pay you? I don't pay you at all. Who does pay you? You don't get paid. What? You give me garbage. I play the garbage. We do that for 40 years, and then we die. Just because I'm a wolf doesn't mean I'm cringe, alright? Being a wolf doesn't make you cringe. Being a cat does. Don't worry, Tyson. She didn't mean it in a way to intentionally harm you. We're having banter. You know what I'm gonna do before I actually start shading the rest of this is I'm gonna add the background. And this one's gonna be real simple. Hold on. Here, let me show you guys a trick. Want an easy way to make textures? Just do what I'm doing. Now this background is intensely way more interesting. You're making Zorak and the making of him in a remake cost $42? No, that's a reference to a scene from the show where he says,
Every time I move my arm, it costs the Cartoon Network $42. And then he goes 42.
excuse me,
Yeah, 42. 86, 88,
something like that.
84, 126.
Now the backgrounds of this show were filled with lots of these splatter patterns. Maybe a little more like this. Splatoon. Who could forget that original commercial? Uh-oh, that's a little too many. That's better. Are you a squid now? Look, I've been a squid for 25 years. There we go. That's more of like a background on this show. That's the only reason you know about Splatoon? You never got around to playing it? Oh, I think Splatoon is fun. But I'm just not very good at it. Who wrote the C rules on my car with a key? You've played Splatoon. Oh, have you? Just not one. Oh, whatever. What do you run? I like the NZAP. I've played with you before, did I? Yes, that's right. You did play with me before. It's just been a while, so you'll have to forgive me. Because if you don't forgive me, I might do something unscrupulous. This music is not helping. Look, Tyson, not everyone's gonna love you. Excuse me? Huh? Did I, is this a reference or did we do something? Okay, I can't keep getting distracted. You guys are good. You guys are funny. I like you. I can't keep getting distracted by chat. You know what? I've said this before. I need a name for you guys. I don't want to keep calling it chat. Let's see. I could call you extras. I could call you bit players. I could call you background characters. That's a bit demeaning, but I like it. Let's see. The Shams? No, that doesn't sound good. How about Passengers? Ooh, I like Passengers. Passengers are good. Incidentals. Incidentals. That's a good one. Co-pilots. Flight attendants. The flight crew. Let's go with co-pilots. Actually, co-pilot sounds good. I like co-pilots. You guys are now my co-pilots. Congratulations. You've been upgraded. You'll receive a badge. Never. I don't give out badges. You earn badges. Sir, I've broken off my steering wheel. How do you have steering wheel on a plane? It uses a yoke. Where'd you get that from? Trash. So you just brought it with you to scare me, huh? Well, it won't work this time. You and your dastardly schemes. I knew it. I always knew you were a dastard. Sir, I can't steer. I'm going down. Wait, you got time to talk to me while you go down? Want a medal or something? Yeah, were there where our badges went? No, that's where you'll get your badges from. Celeste has sourced me badges from a reliable source. And no, they are not just bottle caps. I wonder if I can make Zorak look chitinous. Like his body's covered in chitin. You know, like a bug. Don't give me that look. You can skull emoji when you're dead. Hey, does anybody else headcanon the Biolizard singing his own theme? Because I kind of want to now. Actually, is the Biolizard a he? Or is the Biolizard like an it? Could be any number of things, actually. Since someone made that edit, yes. Oh, someone did do that for me. Good. Now I don't have to do anything. Gosh, sometimes I hate thinking for myself. What are the Biolizard's pronouns? I had to assume they're he, him, not because there's anything in the game that would make me think that, but I just think that Gerald Robotnik would make it a male. You know what? I don't think I need a badge. I have a plane that Max created for me and my headphones that can turn into anything I command it to turn into. Tell it to turn into a piece of paper that's folded in half 17 times, exactly. Tell it to turn into an inside-out potato. Tell it to turn into a non-Euclidean mass. A gloink? You want it to turn into a gloink? Why do you want it to be a gloink? Tell it to turn into a trash can so I can scoop you guys up. Well, sure, you got the can, but I mean, the problem is once you got the can, you got to figure out how to scoop me up. Consider, I weigh 200 and something pounds. I already have my own can too. That's true, she's got her own can. And then throw you into a Volcan. Oh, a Volcan. Well, that changes things. I've never been in a Volcan. And then you'll take the win. Well, okay, but just be sure to give it back when you're done. Volcano. Oh, must be Italian. I knew this would happen. I fucking knew this would happen. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I can't stop thinking about from last night's cartoons? When we were watching Mike Tyson Mysteries, and the guy he's talking to, his lawyer he's talking to goes, no, New Mexico. And Mike Tyson goes, no, you're thinking of New York, but go on. Don't tell me what to do, I just met you. Hold on. We want to get... I want to give the inclination of like... Yeah, of like a ridge up here. Like he's got a brow. He's shiny. He's an insect person, right? So... He's got a... Yeah, he's an insect, so he's got to have some shine. I wonder if I can make his eye look glassy. go, and one more to the side right here. That's not bad. He's a very basic looking guy, so there really isn't much you need to do to sell the effect, I think. Yeah, I think I know what I'm doing here now. Alright, let's move to the next part of the body. Oh, great. She's going to be talking about shaving dogs again. Heard someone mix this song with the Cleveland Show theme before. What, Amy's theme or Jump Up Superstar?
You're lucky, color is that cool shade of blue. I guess I'm so easy to understand. I just do whatever comes to me naturally. Alright, I do understand the feelings of a Persian cat. He reminds me of parsley when he's standing.
Delay is bad. Delay is bad. Live with it. This is Amy's theme, if you hear closely. I don't think you really need to listen all that closely to pick up on that this is Amy's theme, because that's kind of the point. At least I'm pretty sure that's the point. Unless, because if it's not the point, this person is very confused.
To be a little
Whoops.
We are free to get whatever that we want. So free to do whatever we want. That's what we'll do. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We should live our lives the way we think it ought to be. Oh yeah. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. There's nowhere to hide. Sweet, sweet, you're so sweet. Come on, settle our lives.
You know? Oh, you meant the Mario Odyssey theme. I see. I'm thinking about this song, and thinking about Amy as a character is a little strange to me. Because I guess I might be wrong, but I don't remember Amy having much of a personality back in those days. Outside of having a desire to chase after Sonic and marry him. And for a long, there must have been something else, right? What was her personality before Sonic Adventure? It wasn't just that she was the girl, was it? She was textbook male. No, I know that. Well, she wasn't like Sonic, though. She didn't have Sonic's personality. No, I know what her design was. I'm talking about, like, her personality. Because it felt like her character kind of stagnated as just chasing Sonic around. In a series where there are quite a few characters who kind of do nothing but chase Sonic around. People think her age at the time was an excuse for her to have no character. Luckily for us, she has no ages anymore, and they just keep leaning into the tarot thing. Cream was younger and had a very distinct personality. Well, her personality was essentially... Cream's personality is essentially that she's just a super nice little kid. Sonic Battle gave her a character by getting over her distaste of violence. Now that's unusual. Usually you see it the other way around, where a character has to learn that violence isn't always the answer. But learning that sometimes violence is necessary is intriguing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're jumping... we're still streaming, but we're jumping between different bit rates right now. We're gonna just hope it stabilizes? Just, hope. It's jumping between, like... It was straight up 19,000 kbps, and then it shoots down to 0, and then back up to 7,000. I have it set to 5,000. I have a feeling that this is just going to jump around for a bit, so I'm going to ask that you guys bear with me for a little while as this thing corrects itself. I'm pretty sure Twitch is keeping you delayed because my connection is going on the fritz. But it looks like it's fixing itself. Nope, never mind. We're back in the red. We're back in the green, fellas! Okay, now we're good. Do you miss me? I missed you guys. Your bitrate hates you lately, huh? Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. I mean, I switched over to OBS Studio from Streamlabs, but pretty sure that has nothing to do with it. Sonic Battle had Emerald, which could be a powerful version of him that wipes out the Sonic gang in seconds. Yeah, but don't you still have to beat... Don't you still have to destroy him? Looks like he has folded up wings at this angle. I mean... They kind of are. Is this the... Uh-oh. Didn't want to do that. Let me try shading this again. Why? I wonder, like, Eggman had Gemerald and Emerald, and then just kind of dropped them. Dropped them both suddenly. You know, just suddenly was done with the whole concept. And neither of them showed up again until Sonic Prime, when Eggman has the Gemerald mech from, like, from Sonic Advance 3. I had to refresh to catch up. How goes your day? Oh! Hello, Austin. My day is going very well. This picture is going along quite swimmingly. Because Eggman died. Eggman didn't die? What Sonic game did Eggman die in? The VA? What? But that has nothing to do with... You love Zorak. Zorak is great. Glad to see we have a Zorak fan in here. Oh, whoops. There we go.
Destroy all talk shows.
Now, I will say, not the biggest fan of Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Never really got the chance to watch it much. I much prefer Harvey Birdman. Harvey Birdman is my thing. Love that guy. Last night we watched the Guitar Control episode. Oh my gosh, I love that one. It's got so many amazing parodies in that. What between Phil, Ken Sebin running for president, and the death of Baba Louie? Baba Louie? Baba Louie? He's not gonna need this wallet. Get the lighting in. Time when Eggman fell into lava in Lost World. He didn't die there. Favorite villain in Harvey is Reducto. Oh, favorite villain. Oh gosh, my favorite villain, it has to be X, the Eliminator. Love that guy. Oh my gosh. Every episode with him in it is gold, man. It's gold. I love the episode when they're playing poker and Harvey's like, oh no, I'm out of chips. And X goes, maybe there's something else you could bet. And he's like, what? Like what? The crest on Birdman's helmet. Oh my gosh. And I love it. I love immediately afterward, he's like, I have a full house. I'll take the bet. And then Peanut goes, excellent. Excellent poker hand, Harv. Unfortunately, we're playing gin. Yes, he did. He did die in Lost World. Eggman did not die in Lost World. He came back for the end of the game. Love the Reduct episode where he gets the girlfriend. Oh, and he keeps making the butt bigger. And he's like, I've always wanted to make things smaller, but it's so large. That one's so good. let me see if I can clear this up on the sides. Do you like, how do you feel about the Brack Show compared to Space Ghost? Do you prefer Space Ghost, or is the Brack Show good too? For the first time, I can't shrink something. That booty just too fine. I love both of them. Mm-hmm. Because I was just talking about the moment where Zorax at his house, and he goes, "All right, what do you want to do?" And Brack goes, "Do you want to make love tonight, honey?"
What did you say to me?
Even after I just saw it a few minutes ago, I still can't stop. I still can't help but laugh at it. It's really good. The stream is struggling a little bit on my end. It's struggling on everyone's end. Because right now it hates me. The only thing I can do is just let it run. It's nothing I can control. Trust me. I've been having this problem for a while, and it comes and goes as it pleases. I can't control it. So sorry, buddy. Twitch be stinky. It is a little stinky sometimes. But it's not Twitch's fault. It's my fault. It's on my end. It's something to do with OBS or my internet or something. It was playing nice recently, but I guess today it decided to be a jerkwad. Okay. Well, we've got all of his body ready. Now we just got his clothing and his, like, wing cover on the back. Alright, let's start with this one. Whoops. I think that's one of my favorite things about classic Adult Swim is when they took like a character that nobody cares about, right? And they gave them a second life with a show that recontextualizes everything, you know? And also does fun callbacks to the original show. Because let's be real, going back and watching shows like Space Ghost and Birdman, they're not very intriguing. Gotta run though to my thing. Take care, remember, the life of a rodeo clown is painful and solitary. This is, I know, I'm a rodeo clown. Understandable. Have a nice one. Enjoy yourself. Maybe a little more cleanup on the sides. Actually, let's try just doing this. Well, that works. That works pretty well. Yeah, we'll do that. And that's a basic one. We don't need to really do too much to that one. Okay, if he didn't die, then one of the dudes in your stream said he died in Shadow the Hedgehog. Huh? Did someone say he died? That Eggman died in Shadow the Hedgehog? I mean, did they mean like for real, or did they just look at the way Eggman was like, it's like, oh yeah, he died? Eggman doesn't die in Lost World at all. Like they play it off like he did, but he's the final boss of the game. Like, how could he be the final boss if he dies? I'm very confused now, because I'm not entirely sure what your argument is. Alright, now for the little vest shirt thingy and the thing in the back. Probably just, oh yeah, just shade it black. That works. Easy peasy. Yeah, you don't really have to do too much there. Although, a little more touch-ups. A little touch-up here wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that works. There we go. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. And one more, which would be for his wing covering. That works. And of course, give it a little bit of that shade shine, because that is a very shiny part of his body. Ah, heck, I forgot to do it here too. So just give me a little. Right here. Oops. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's pretty much everything except for the eyes, which I do need to get to. So pardon me while we shade the eyes. nice, clean. On the underside, yes. There we go. And over top of all of that, we can give it a nice... Nah, I'd best leave it as it is. A little beady eye. Don't even want to do anything to it like I did with Charlie's eye. Oops, wrong color. Nice. How we clean that up a little. And then a nice shine on the outside. Ooh. Look at that, huh? Let me do that with the other eye. Maybe that'll help it stand out a little. Oh, wow. I'm kind of impressed with myself at this one. Huh. Wow, that kind of looks nice. Let me just mess with the opacity a little. And of course, I gotta check on the other monitor how that looks. Looks pretty good. Alright, well, I guess... Oh, right. These. Just try to keep it clean on the sides here. Yeah. Nice. There we go. Another one on this side. Okay, there we go. And I guess, since I have them here, let me try doing one of these by going back to the head. And what if I did this? Maybe tone that down a smidgen. Yeah. How about that, huh? Oh, we need a little more cleanup on the top here, but I think we can do it. Yeah, there we go. All right, well, that's Zorak. Huh, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Not to mention quick. Well, in any case, hold on. Gotta sign it. No, maybe not like that. Then we hold on. Get the signature. Then we take this. Yeah. Hmm. Eh. Hmm. I guess I can leave it like that. That's close enough. I was trying to mimic the style of the Space Ghost Coast to Coast logo. But I think this is going to be okay. You know what? This one's not so bad. I don't mind him. I think he looks rather dashing. Wow. In any case, wow. That one was really quick for me. So excuse me while we move back. Wasn't that nice? A nice, easy, breezy, lemon squeezy stream today? Well, tomorrow I don't have a game picked yet, so I will need to choose one. But I do have a theme for next week's cartoons watch streams, the cartoons we're watching, the characters I'm drawing, and the discussion post that I have every week in my server. We're gonna be all about Mickey this weekend. I know, should have done it last week because I was playing Mickey games, but still, we're all about Mickey this week. So we're gonna be doing a couple of Mickey characters as part of our drawing stream, and they're gonna be in the poll too soon. So be sure you keep an eye on that community tab for those of you on YouTube. Or in the Discord server, I alert you guys when it's going to happen, so be sure to be there for that. Ugh. This one's good. Expect this one to show up in a post shortly afterwards so you can get a better look at it. So I'll be seeing you guys later. All of you co-pilots, we're using that, we're sticking to that. All you co-pilots, enjoy yourselves for the rest of today. I'll be seeing you guys later. Have yourselves a very good afternoon.